Jeez. Alright, I want to touch base with Travis and then either be out here again tonight or in the morning.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, thanks, Ryan.
Yep. Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm sitting here in the 8235R and I'm going to hook the 82 up to the Anhydrous bar that Andrew just dropped off. Now, we're going to be putting Anhydrous down this fall, which you should not do if it is any warmer than 50 degrees. And I can tell you now, it's not warmer than 50 degrees, and they're not saying that it's supposed to get above 50 degrees, again, for the foreseeable future. So we're going to be putting Anhydrous down now that we're done with harvest, and this way we are putting it down now rather than next spring when the demand for getting a bar is high. We're still going to be doing some Anhydrous next spring, but this is to kind of get as much done as we can now while the bar is readily available. So yeah, I'm going to hook this up, and as soon as we can, we're going to get a tank here. The tank pulls behind the Anhydrous bar, and like Andrew said, it's going to be cutting down 6 to 8 inches, dropping the Anhydrous off, and then closing the row, and that way the Anhydrous, the nitrogen is there in the soil for next spring. So we are going to be coming through next spring and doing this as well. It's just the availability goes down on these bars, so we want to get as much done as possible. So I'm not sure if we're going to be starting tomorrow morning or when, but we're going to get this done as soon as possible because they are calling for rain about midweek. So let's go down there and hook this thing up. Number 2 is reversed. Yeah. This. All right, so here's the monitor. Not really even the monitor, it's just basically like a switch box. It allows you to switch off the unit. And here we got the switches, master switch, and the different booms, which I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure Andrew will run us through how to use this. So see that using this switch you can put down different rates, which is cool. But I got to figure out a way to mount this unit in here. I know we have a mount for the baler that we might be able to mount up there. I'm not totally sure. If nothing else, I'll just jimmy rig something. But let's try to see if I can find a place to mount it. What is this? Uh-huh. Houston, we have contact. All right. So that's going to fit right there. More cables. This one's got to be the one that goes outside. It's got to be. For how long that sucker is. Uh-huh. And I think I saw something back there that fit these, so I'm gonna open that up, drop that out, get rid of that problem. Close the window. Again, in a perfect world, that would work. Works for now. All right. So let's just kind of hide everything. Let's see. Easy does it. They call me stupid. Alright. That's not a very tight fit. That's hooked up. In a perfect world, I'm going to turn on the key for the 82 and this should start up. Of course it doesn't. I know, the GPS isn't available, I know. Alright. Would you just be quiet? I know, okay. Alright. Problem. I need to figure out why there isn't any power to it. I thought I had everything squared away. How did that happen? Apparently that wasn't on there all the way like it should have been. Oh! Hallelujah! Self-test gives the rate. Sweet. Cool. Alright, now the only thing that's left to do is to find a place to mount this beast. Alright, so I've got these braces here, and what I think I'm going to do is mount it like this? No. Maybe even mount it like that. Maybe I could try to fit something out. What I was thinking was I could get it away from the corner post by mounting it something like this. But space restrictions up there may not let me do that, so I'm gonna get the bolts. Actually, I got 2 bolts already, but I'm gonna get the bolts I need to see what I can come up with. I got 4 zip ties. I got another brace bracket, whatever you want to call it. So what I can do is I could mount it like this and then put the whole unit right here. However, it would be sideways. I don't think it would fit like that. I think my only other option that I'm left with, other than mounting it sideways, would be to mount it as is, right there. I don't know. I'll have to think about this a little bit more. I think it would be pretty sturdy. I mean, I'm not really worried about it going anywhere as long as I had it secured down enough. So, I'll have to think on it. Give me a few minutes, see what I come up with. Okay, now that's really sturdy. I think I'm gonna just try mounting it with the zip ties because I was looking at it and you can see that someone else has bolted it down and broken out the bottom, and I could do that. But I don't really want to mess with this any more than I have to, because if something breaks, then, well, I just don't like breaking other people's stuff. So, I think I'm going to get a crap ton of zip ties, actually all 4 of them, zip tied on there and see how sturdy it is. It's not going to be super sturdy, obviously, but, I mean, I do what I need to do, so try zipping it down. Okay, Not super sturdy, but it's stable. Obviously, I'm gonna go through and make sure that it's tight as can be. Well, that's neat. I guess they aren't the strongest zip ties in the world. Dang! Jimmy rigs are actually pretty good sometimes. Are you seeing this? That's pretty sturdy. I mean, the upper part has some wobble to it, but that's partly the bracket that holds it. It's not really the job I did. Obviously it has some bend in it down here. That's just the nature of plastic, but if you hold up here, you can set your hand on that and it doesn't wobble too much. Sweet! Alright. So, turn on the tractor. Self-test. Rate 0.0. Alright guys, I think my job here is pretty well done. I'm going to put one more zip tie on that just to make it, you know, a little more sturdy. But other than that, I'm pretty proud of myself. Tuck some of this wiring out of the way. But I think once we get the tank, Andrew should set us up, run us through how to use this thing. We should be good to go. Of course it is raining, so maybe we won't be able to, I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for as much of a Jimmy rig that is, how well it turned out and how sturdy it is. So, anywho, I'm gonna call our quits for this video, guys. We'll get started on this. Andrew will get us set up in the morning, if not the next morning, and we'll get to putting down our own nitrogen for the first time ever. So it should be pretty cool. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other ones. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All how farms work. And I'll see you next time. That thing is going to be wide.